afternoon. Did a bunch of cleanup in my house today. Trying to keep this paper so that I know if I go below this line, I'll be off camera and you won't see anything. Today what I'm going to do is I've taken out a bunch of stuff and put it in little different containers, mostly Christmas stuff and little flowers and ribbons and things. All stuff that's been pretty much in my stash for years and years and years. And I thought, I have been, kind of watching, like, look at this beautiful Christmas ribbon, and I haven't even used it yet. And I decided that I'm gonna kind of do what's going on Facebook right now, is like a lot of people are destashing their stash, using what they have, trying to, not buy anything new, just use stuff that you already have. And so I thought, well, I bought these puzzle pieces and I haven't used any of them. And I thought, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do some puzzle pieces, and maybe I could do them up in a Christmas theme, or, because I have had this pack of paper. I don't know if it tells me what year anywhere here, but I would say it's back from 2010, 2011, somewhere around, even maybe 2009. I don't remember. It's Robin Bob's Studio Creative Papers. Oh, it's from 2007, so yeah, it's really going back. It's a Provo craft paper, and I mean, I have used some of it in different scrapbooks that I did of my kids and stuff like that, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to pull this out because I haven't used it in forever. And there are some pretty nice, like this one is, I like, pretty nice Christmas papers in here. They're not all of them are double-sided, but a few, like these ones, are. But it doesn't matter to me if they're double-sided or they're not. So I started a few minutes ago and I thought, oh, I'm going to have to gesso them all. And then I thought, no, you're not. So I have two that are gessoed, and then I thought, you don't need to gesso anything. What are you doing? So I thought, well, I'm going to pull a couple different sheets of paper out of here that I can use on these puzzle pieces. I like this one. It's glittery, and I've made Fred his own spot over there, and I'm hoping that he will stay in it, but who knows. I like this one too, and I may put it on some. See, Fred thinks that he's going to tell me what I can and can't use, I guess, or what he prefers I use. I'm not sure. I'm looking for that one because I thought I had that in here, but I don't see it. I must have already used it for something. Oh well. We'll start with these two anyway, and I'm just keeping that down there beside me. And all I'm going to do, we'll use this one first. All I'm going to do is I am going to glue the puzzle piece and then put it down onto the back of the paper. That way, yes, darling, yes, that's a good idea, you think? Okay. So then I will cut it out, and I did see Crafts by Dawn do something with puzzle pieces and cutting them out, and she had a few issues with inside here, but I have always used my X-Acto knife for a lot of things. So I'm going to give these a little bit, like some of the glue stick But then I also want to add some of this glue as well, just because it's a heavier paper, and just to give it a little better chance of sticking down permanently. So, I think, especially up in this area here where it's, you know, going to be on the edge. And then I'm just going to stick it down. You know, like, I have no idea what's on the other side right now. And that's fine, because it's all the Christmas paper that's there. So I have the smaller ones, but I also have these huge ones that I bought these about, God, when did I get them? About 3 or 4 months ago, I guess now. And I just haven't used them yet. And then I saw Dawn use them, and I went, oh yeah, I've got all those puzzle pieces. I should do something with those and see what I can do. And, you know, like I have sent out my friendship flocks. I'm still waiting for the one from Finland from Santa. It hasn't come, and that's not due to anything Santa has done. It's because of the rotating strikes in Canada. I sent my stepdaughter a small parcel, and I just looked up her tracking number this morning, and it's been processed in Chilliwack, which is where she lives. It was processed there a couple of days ago, but it still is being held for delivery due to the postal strike. So she still doesn't have it, even though it's over there and sitting right in the post office, or right in the, you know, sorting station right by her. So hopefully next week they'll let it out and she'll get it. I was reading today that Canada Post has asked all foreign countries to stop sending mail to Canada because of this postal strike. The post offices, they showed a picture, I think it was on Twitter, and they showed a picture of the post offices where packages are just piled up over top of each other. You know, they get back down here so you're not out of camera. So all the packages are just sitting. They aren't being delivered, and you know, the postmen have apparently said no to one offer that they've been given, which has put everything, you know, behind again. And hey Fred, where did that go? What did you do with all my stuff there, buddy? Oh, here we go. I'm going to put that back over there. So I'm kind of hoping, you know, that eventually they're going to let things go. Let people have the packages that they're waiting for, or that, you know, the union will suddenly accept an offer. They do this always at Christmas time. You know, it's, you know, without fail, one of the busiest times of year, Christmas, Easter, whenever people are expecting tons of packages to come. And that's when Canada Post goes on strike. Yeah. So, I mean, they make sure my bills are getting through. I've noticed that, you know. Plus, the companies, like my phone bill and hand stuff. My phone bill, my hydro bill, and all that kind of stuff. It's all coming through my mail. It's getting delivered. And as well, it's also being sent to my email address, I guess, just in case it doesn't get delivered. But so I'm getting notifications of how much I owe everybody. Twice. So I know I owe you money, and I always pay my bills, so you know. There. Put that one down. Hold it. See if we can get that to stick. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to be using both of the glues, but I wanted to make sure that, you know, once the, I mean, this isn't Aleene's, this is Elmer's glue in this bottle, because I like the bottle. But it's a good glue too, I really like it. And so I'm just hoping that, you know, this will stick. These ones seem to be okay. And let's see, should we do a couple smaller ones here? So I found some pretty cool. I just, you know, spent the morning going through stuff. Different flowers that, you know, have been in bins and things that have been there for years and years. Stuff from when I was teaching and all sorts of stuff. Oh, I put that on the wrong side. Damn it. Oh well, this one will get gesso on it, I guess. And we'll do something different. Or it'll have a different back than the front. Oh well, things happen when you're crafting and you're talking and you're not really paying attention to what you're doing. So anyway, this puzzle, both of them, one of them was smaller than the other, but they are, oh, here he is, Thomas the Tank. I just found these in a craft store, or not a craft store, in a used store. When I went in one day, and I thought, oh, I've been reading so much about doing things with these, and these were the only ones. I'd like to try it with some smaller ones too, or, you know, even have smaller puzzles that you could add the pieces onto these. But today I'm not doing that, so I'm going this way. Give this a try first. If they turn out great, if they don't, well, you can always cover them up and do something different. Or do the other side. And, oh, and I haven't crafted for the past 3 days and haven't videoed because I have been having so much trouble with my left hand shaking. And it was shaking so bad the other day that even reading a magazine or a book was impossible because I could not get my hand to stay still. So I tried to do some crafting that morning and was gonna go on, you know, and video, but it was so bad that I got so frustrated. I was gonna do some Christmas cards like I used to do for my business, and there's a lot of fussy cutting involved with them. And I couldn't do the fussy cutting because my hand, when I tried to hold the card, my hand would go, you know, it's always when something's in it, my hand would go nuts. And then the scissors in the other hand would go, and it was just like, oh, I just can't do this. I tried it for about an hour without filming. And it just, I got so frustrated, I was near to tears because of it, because I thought, you know, this car accident has taken so much away from me in the things that it has caused me, like the not breathing and the shaking, and my neck shakes, and it's all nerve damage, and, you know, there's just, there's my towel. There's nothing I can do about it. It's nerve damage that's probably never going to go away. They haven't figured out anything yet, so, you know, I'm not holding my breath. But, and then we have to go for an arbitration over all of this in April, which is like, it'll be past, I think, past 3 years by then, that since this has happened, and I've been going through all of this, and it's annoying. So I've got tons of puzzle pieces, so I'm going to cover this one whole page, and then I'm going to cover another page and see what we can come up with. I know it's boring just watching me just glue, and I was going to kind of do all of this, you know, without coming on, but then I thought, well, if I do that and somebody hasn't done puzzle pieces before, like I hadn't, it might be annoying to them not to know how I started it out, you know, what I did. So I thought, well, I'll just, you know, go as quickly as I can. Unfortunately, the shaky hand syndrome doesn't let me go too fast. My right hand is behaving fairly well today. The left one isn't, so that's why I'm now kind of holding things down on the table, because if it's in a stable position, my hand won't shake. Hopefully. Now, if I didn't have a lot of different embellishments, I would look at these boxes. So I'd like to say a special hello to Stacy Whithouse, who has left me a few messages about watching my channel and scrapping along with me, and I hope you're doing that again today, Stacy. Mind you, this isn't uploaded yet. I'll be so happy when I can go live. You know, I think I need... Actually, I just thought I have the TV running and I shouldn't be doing that. I'm sorry about that, because you're probably all listening to that in the background. And I'll take that off. There. I don't want to do that to anybody. You're listening to somebody else talking over me talking. I bet that was not fun. I'm really sorry. Because you're probably not knowing what to listen to. Let's get things here. Well, I don't know what's going on with my channel. Somebody keeps subscribing to my channel and then unsubscribing. So I don't know if that's... I had somebody named Dusty something or other who subscribed that I saw through my email. And it said I had 60 subscribers. But now I have 59 again. So somebody is, you know, goofing around with my YouTube channel. And, you know, if Dusty is not a crafter, then, you know, I'm sorry that you ended up in a craft channel, Dusty. But men are welcome. You know, there's tons of men that are amazing, amazing crafters. And I would love to have men on my channel. But I'm really trying, and I think I need to get somebody to help me to administrate on my Facebook page, because I'm not that tech savvy and I'm having problems figuring out, you know, like I've put up a Happy Mail thing, and then, you know, I put my name on it and one other person has put their name on it, and I only play around with my name on that one particular post, trying to figure out how I take it off that post and only have it showing in the Happy Mail, and nothing I do works. There's got to be somebody out there who knows how to do that much better than me. And so I do need somebody to be an administrator for my Facebook page. I'm you know, that I know for sure, because like I said, I'm not that tech savvy, and you know, things are not the way I'd like them to be on my Facebook page yet, you know, because I would like to start, you know, doing events or swaps or, you know, things like that, but I can't, because I don't know the ins and outs of all of that kind of stuff and how to run it. So if anybody out there is interested, please let me know, and I would gladly put you as an administrator. Stacy, I know you administrate for, or you moderate. I don't know if you administrate, but I know you moderate a lot of channels. So, and that's their YouTube channels. Because I see you I see your name everywhere as a moderator when I'm watching or, you know, binge watching, as I sometimes do. Like the last 3 days, I have been just binge watching different people and different people's sites that I've heard about on sites that I usually go to, and I'm hearing these new people and how amazing that they actually are, and go check them out. So I've been doing a lot of that. I've been checking out the other channels because, you know, there's a lot of really, really good crafters out there. Mixed media, like I said before, mixed media is new to me, but I am actually finding it quite freeing. And I don't know, maybe that's why I had an issue with the shakiness in my hands the other day, is because it was like, this isn't going to be as freeing as the other one, you know, like as just regular, not regular, as the mixed media. And I'm finding that mixed media is nice, and I have been wondering if I should start trying to go back to knitting and crocheting to try to stabilize this hand of mine, if that might work. I mean, I used to do a lot of it. I used to knit. I lived in Iceland for a couple of years, and I used to knit Icelandic sweaters. And my kids had new Icelandic sweaters every time they grew out of one. They got a new one. So I only ever made one. Made it for. He was my best friend and was more of a brother to me than any of my biological brothers. And when I came back from Iceland, he was the only person I made an Icelandic sweater for, from a pattern that I brought home from Iceland and out of Icelandic wool. And I gave it to him, you know, well, his birthday was in June, so I gave it to him for his birthday or Christmas. I can't remember. But when I gave it to him, his girlfriend said to me, I said, well, is he wearing it to work? Because, you know, like that's what the Icelanders do with the sweaters that are made from the Icelandic wool. They wear them down on the docks. And it, you know, the wool is, has all the sheep's oils still in it, and it helps to keep them dry and keep them warm. And, you know, he worked at dockyards, so I thought, well, this would be perfect for him because, you know, it would keep him nice and warm down there. And I said, is he wearing it to work? And she's like, are you kidding? She said, he folded it up and put it in a drawer. He won't wear it. I was like, what? So I went over there one day and gave him hell. I was like, why aren't you wearing your sweater? He says, it's too nice. I said, it's not too nice. I said, I made it for you to wear to work. He says, work? I can't wear that to work. And I said, yes, you can. That's what the Icelanders wear when they're down on the docks. And it keeps them warm and dry. And, you know, that's why I made it for you. So wear it. And he's like, oh, I can't do that. And yes, you can. And I think it took him quite a few years before. I mean, he would wear it out for good, but he wouldn't wear it to work. And then I think it was, I don't know, 2 or 3 years before he passed away. And then all of a sudden he started wearing it to work. And he was quite amazed at how warm it kept him. Well, that's what they were made for, you know, to keep the fishermen warm and dry, and, you know. And I'm with my kids. I mean, I just used a bulk yarn because, I mean, they grew so fast, you know, that, you know, I could buy patterns that were very similar to the Icelandic pattern, and make them out of. I'm doing it again. I'll just slap you down with no other glue and see how you fare just by yourself. Yeah, my kids went through sweater after sweater after sweater, and I mean, I made all their clothes pretty much too. My daughter never stayed home long enough to know what it was like to live at home. She was gone and running away, and you know, it was pretty hard because she was, you know, my firstborn, the one that you put so much work into, that firstborn child, that you know you're making mistakes, but you're doing the best you can. But mind you, I had raised little brothers and things like that, so, and babysat a lot, so I was, you know, pretty good with kids. I had I knew a lot about, you know, babies when she came along, and I don't know, I'm thinking that's sticking down better. That's kind of weird. Well, I should get something interesting out of these anyway, and you know, hopefully you guys will give it a shot, because it's kind of neat. I mean, they'd be neat for a swap or for Happy Mail, you know, depending. I mean, you could even just send it just with the paper and let somebody decorate it themselves, or you can go ahead and decorate it for them, and all the embellishments you can put on. I say once it's theirs, it's theirs. They can tear it apart, they can do whatever they want and redo it, you know, and do something they want. But I think it would be a fun thing to send. It's different, and you know, even if you just sent them a puzzle piece that you haven't done anything to, and let them do something with it, that might be another fun way to send them. Yeah, I should have had this down onto the paper so it wouldn't be shaky, but oh well. Oh well. So I'm hoping I'm going to have better luck uploading. I'm seeing on Creator Studio and whatnot that they're promoting the new beta version that they're apparently going to be switching to. And you know, when I first came to YouTube, I almost went with that beta, and then somebody was like, no, just use Creator Studio. So I did. Now it turns out they're going to switch to that one anyway. So I don't know whether to go ahead and try and switch now, and maybe I'll have better luck uploading, or what. I don't know. I'm having awful time. Like, because Google Photos wants to take my photos all the time, and then when I try to upload it to my through my tablet to my channel, it tells me there's no pictures if I go into Movie Maker. And I'm like, what do you mean there's no pictures? It's there. I can see it. I've watched it. I know it's there. But it just won't do it. And I end up going through a whole ton of different stuff. And then finally, I'll just go to Google Photos, and it'll say click on the picture to upload, and I have to do it manually instead of just clicking on the upload video. Then I have to click on the thing to pick the picture up and pick it out from my camera, or not my camera, my tablet. And this is the new tablet, and I'm having more problems with this new tablet than I was with my old one. I mean, I had my old one for years, but this one is like, it's taking days. You know, like after I film a video, it's taking days to recharge itself. And it's like, what the heck? You know, like my other tablet if I've read a book or I've got it down to 50%, or even if I've let it go dead, I can recharge it and it'll take maybe half hour, 45 minutes, and the whole thing's recharged, and then it lasts and lasts and lasts. And, you know, I just, you know, when I charge my phone and my phone's at 100%, then I'll put the charger into the tablet just to keep it up to 100%. But this one, I don't know. It just does not want to charge, you know, and I've actually, I keep it plugged in. I keep it plugged in while I'm taping, and it still runs the battery down, which it really shouldn't do that. It shouldn't take my battery down that much, but it'll, by the end of this, my battery will be done, and I will have to wait a day or two for it to recharge again. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be taking it back into them and finding out what's going on and why is it doing this. And, you know, then I can always use my other tablet in between, I guess, to, you know, let the other one charge up and use my other tablet to video a new video. Oh, don't do that. And hopefully that will help. Okay, so let's see how we are doing here. It's hard to tell because it's such dark paper, but we'll finish doing this one, and then I'll maybe pause it and cut them out, and that way it's not, you know, you're not watching me, wasting your time watching me cut out puzzle pieces, because it's not fun, you know, all the intricate little stuff that takes so much time. I mean, I could have paused this too, but didn't think of it. Okay, so let's stick this one down here. There. I can fit one more right there, I guess. And then that'll be that. And I will see if I can work some magic and get this thing to pause for me. And I don't know. I mean, I can get it to pause when I'm not taping. You know, like, as long as I'm just goofing around, I can figure out the pause. But when I'm taping and, you know, things are upside down. Well, that's the other thing I was wondering, is if this is all upside down to you, if I turn this way and move this out of the way somehow, I can move that in a second, maybe this will be the right side up for you, because I saw somebody else do that, because I always feel like you're watching me upside down. I don't know if you are now or if you were before. So I'm just going to kind of unplug this and run it through here to try and pull it out of the way. Oh, and there you come. There you come. Right in the middle of everything. You've come to say hello. Say hello to Stacy, because Stacy likes you. Yeah. But Mommy cleared a place for you. You know, you have that place over there. And you can lay right over there all by yourself. And you can still be right there. Okay? You stay right there. So, now some of these are popping up on me. Don't know if I'm going to have to sit them or dry them or what. But I do know that there's a couple here now. I don't know whether to gesso them or not. Maybe I'll wait. I'll wait and see. Okay, I'm going to see if